Thousands of years ago, great civilizations rose from nothing and then vanished, leaving behind ruins, symbols, and questions that no one can answer. Some of them existed long before recorded history. Their technology, architecture, and knowledge still puzzle scientists today. These are the forgotten civilizations that disappeared without a trace. Let's begin. The first one, the Indus Valley Civilization. Located where modern-day Pakistan and India meet, it was one of the earliest and most advanced societies on Earth. They had cities with perfect layouts, underground drainage systems, and trade routes that stretched across continents. But around 1900 BC, they suddenly vanished. No war, no invasion, just silence. Some say it was climate change. Others believe a massive earthquake shifted the rivers that fed them. Yet no one truly knows what wiped out an entire civilization so advanced. The second, the Olmecs of ancient Mexico. Long before the Aztecs or Mayans, they built giant stone heads weighing up to 40 tons. They carved them with precision, but we still don't know who they represented. Kings, gods, or visitors from the stars. The Olmecs disappeared mysteriously around 400 BC, leaving behind no written language, no clear reason for their fall. Only their colossal heads remain, staring into eternity. Third, the Nabateans, the people who built the city of Petra in Jordan. They turned red stone cliffs into temples, houses, and tombs. Their city was hidden for centuries and rediscovered only in the 1800s. Petra was once a center of trade and power until the Roman Empire absorbed them and their culture faded from history. Today, we can only imagine what life looked like in a city carved out of rock. Fourth, the Khmer Empire, creators of the legendary Angkor Wat. At its peak, it was one of the most powerful empires in Asia. But by the 15th century, the jungle reclaimed their temples. Some believe drought destroyed them. Others say invaders did. What remains today are endless stone faces and temples swallowed by nature, a silent reminder that nothing lasts forever. Fifth, the Minoans of ancient Crete. They were the first great European civilization, thriving around 2000 BC. They built palaces, had plumbing, and even art that showed freedom and beauty. Then came a massive volcanic eruption from the island of Thera, today's Santorini. It triggered tsunamis that wiped out their cities. Within years, their entire culture collapsed. Some say this disaster inspired the myth of Atlantis. Sixth, the ancestral Puebloans, also known as the Anasazi. They lived in the cliffs of the American Southwest, building stone villages high above the ground. Around 1300 AD, they vanished, abandoning their homes without a trace. Archaeologists found burned villages, tools left behind, and signs of internal conflict. Drought, famine, or something darker, no one knows. Seventh, the Aksumite Empire, one of Africa's greatest forgotten powers. Based in modern Ethiopia, they traded gold and ivory across the Red Sea. They built massive stone obelisks and adopted Christianity before most of Europe. But around the 10th century, their kingdom fell, possibly due to trade collapse and religious wars. Today, the ruins of Aksum still hold secrets buried in dust. Eighth, the Maya civilization. They built great cities, pyramids, and a calendar that tracked the stars better than modern systems. Yet around 900 AD, many of their cities were suddenly abandoned. Drought, rebellion, disease? No one knows. But their descendants still live across Central America, carrying fragments of that lost glory. Ninth, the Cucuteni Tripilia culture in Eastern Europe, one of the oldest and most mysterious civilizations in history. They built enormous settlements in what is now Ukraine, Moldova, and Romania, some larger than ancient Rome. They used pottery with hypnotic spiral designs, and burned their entire cities every few decades, possibly as a ritual. Then they disappeared. No one knows where they went. The last one, the Göbekli Tepe builders in modern-day Turkey. Over 11,000 years old, it's the oldest known temple complex on Earth. Built before agriculture, before writing, before history itself. Who built it? How did people without metal tools carve massive stone pillars weighing tons, aligned with stars? Then, for reasons unknown, they buried the entire site under sand, intentionally. Some say they wanted to preserve it for the future. Others think they feared something coming. To this day, no one knows why. These lost civilizations remind us of one thing. No matter how powerful, intelligent, or advanced a society becomes, time eventually erases everything. Their cities crumble, their names fade, their gods are forgotten, but their mysteries remain, waiting for us to discover them, one ruin at a time.